Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we are going to analyze Hedera and its token HBAR. None of the content is financial advice. Let's get started. The reason we are covering the HBAR related analysis is because on the narrative word cloud that is sourced from the last 7 days worth of crypto related content on social media platforms such as YouTube and X, Hedera has been one of the popular narrative relative to its market cap. It has a meaningful presence on this narrative cloud. That means from a social sentiment standpoint, there are a lot of positive narratives associated with that crypto. Based on that, and also the price action growth since about October or November 2024, price action has grown from 4 cents level to now at around 24 cents, still about a 6x. And you can see it did have this first step function rally from late October, early November till about early December, where the price action from the 2021 high to the 2022 late 2022 lows, from the Fibonacci level perspective, did go to that 0.618 at around 36 cents. Then it cooled off and tried to find support at around 0.236 Fibonacci level at around 16 cents level. Did have a double bottom at that 13 cents level, slightly below the 0.236 Fib level, and then off to the races again. Over here found resistance at 0.5 Fib level at around 30 cents. Now it's coming in at a crucial level at around 0.23 0.238 or 239 cents level, or that is 23 cents level at around 0.382 Fib level. So let's see if this 0.382 Fibonacci level holds as support. If it does, the next target is at around 30 cents. If it doesn't, the next area of support is between 20 and 21 cents. That's the 20-week simple moving average and the 21-week exponential moving average for HBAR. Now let's move to the machine learning based price forecast for HBAR after doing the technical analysis. If let's say the next 6 months of the late 2025 and early 2026 have a bullish bias, the price forecasted using HBAR's price action since 2019. You can see over here, this is essentially the same price action, but instead of looking at candles, this is the weekly average prices. So from the neck, using this price action and training the machine learning model on this price action and statistical concepts such as confidence level and machine learning models such as seasonal ARIMA, LSTM, and XGBoost, the price forecasted in the next 6 months in a non-euphoria bull run mode for the asset class is established by this yellow line between 27 cents to about 68 cents early Jan 2026. If we were to look at towards the end of December 2025, it's capped at around 61 cents. So with a 68% confidence that the price action stays between 27 cents and 60 cents. If you want to up the confidence level to 2 standard deviation or 95% confidence, the model says that the euphoria ceiling, that is a 2 standard deviation rally or a euphoria rally in the asset class, could take the price action of HBAR from 32 cents to, roughly speaking, $1.55. That's about 6x from the current price of about, roughly speaking, 25 cents. And the directionality case is if there isn't any major narrative in the asset class, all things equal, the price action has a bias to move sideways. So those are the three scenarios. Again, there is a bear case if there is a downturn in the asset class, but again, right now the asset class is in a bullish mode. Come 2026, this green line might matter more when the asset class tries to cool off. Based on the 4-year market cycle theory. If we were to go and analyze the regression based fair value for HBAR, the pink line over here, this is the polynomial regression based fair value estimation, which is a non-linear interpretation of what is a fair value of HBAR with respect to time. The fair value goes up in the bullish phases and goes down in the bearish phases to account for the seasonality, especially in the crypto asset class as a whole and altcoins in particular. You can see since Again, this fair value estimation reacts to the dynamic price action. We don't retroactively fit uh, the fair value, but account for the latest price action and latest print on the price action to allow to react to the regression function. Right now, the regression function based fair value for HBAR is at around 44 cents. That means uh, HBAR right now with price action at around 22-23 cents is about 50% discount on the fair value per this analysis. When and where this becomes more actionable is where if you draw a one standard deviation residual away from the fair value, which is this green line to the downside to us to check when the asset is undervalued basically, and at a market cycle based lows, whenever the price action is below the green line, that has been a great entry point for HBAR. The last major presence below this green line was back in July. Now slightly below the green line over here for this week at around 25 cents, rounding it off at around 25 cents. If there is a correction to the downside, this price action could move slightly below the green line. So far, whenever the price action has been below the green line, has been a great time to enter. The opposite of this green line is the one standard deviation residual to the upside drawn from this fair value band. These residuals together, the price action stays between these bands about 68% or one standard deviation times. If there is a deflection away from this yellow line to the upside, the first target to look for is 78 cents. This is the one standard deviation residual peak for HBAR that it achieved twice so far in this market cycle. One first time in March time period in 2024, second time in again December 2024, early January 2025. Back then, that one standard deviation residual was at around 20 cents. Now it's at around 78 cents. The two standard deviation residual where the price action did meet a significant resistance back in December 2024. Back then, the two standard deviation residual was at around 32 cents. Now it's at around $1.40. Kind of confluent with that Euphoria case. If that materializes in the next 6 months for HBAR, the price action at around $1.50, whereas this machine learning based and the regression based one standard deviation peak at around between 60 to 75 cents. So that's where we are in terms of the regression based estimation right now. Long story short, HBAR is undervalued per this model, accounting for that bullish upswing that you would expect for the asset class in the halving and the post halving year. So coming back to HBAR from the regression function applied at a daily level, this is price color coded with respect to the regression based risk level. Whenever the risk levels have been less than 10% like they are right now, they have been historically speaking coinciding with a non-bubble territory for HBAR. Right now the regression based risk is about 4%. If it were to go to that intermediate risk level between 0.3 and 0.4, the price forecasted for HBAR is between 47 cents and about 60 cents. Coming to that 60 cent is coming close to that machine learning based price target in a non-euphoria bull rally in the next 6 months. If we were to go back and slightly up our risk levels between 0.4 and 0.5 over here, that is ranged between 60 cents and about 72 to 73 cents, close to that regression based one standard deviation peak. And at that 0.8 and 0.9, again we haven't seen that risk level in quite a while, but the 0.5 to 0.6 we have seen between 0.7 that is between 72 cents and 84 cents. So that's the regression based forecasting technique or forecast for HBAR. If the price were to hit key risk levels, that is the end of that range is between 72 cents and 85 cents. Coming back to the maximum permissible risk based target for HBAR, that is between 0.8 and 0.9. This price action HBAR hasn't seen since September 2019. between 0.8 and 0.9 is between $1.08 and about $1.21, kind of close to that euphoria target for HBAR at around $30 to $50. Coming close to the analyzing the simple moving average, the 20-week simple moving average base risk levels, this model did identify the December peak when the risk levels were at around 94%. We did make a lot of videos when related to HBAR during those time period, especially highlighting how the price action was overheated at that point, and also throughout the bear market when the price action was much lower, in the lower 5 cents 6 cents territory, to identify if HBAR was a great crypto to analyze. Again, all of the content available on this YouTube channel. This is the homepage of that YouTube channel that for the this video that you are watching. If you like this content, please give a like and subscribe to stay updated on the risk based and the machine learning based price analysis for cryptos. Right now the 20-week SMA based risk for HBAR is at around 0.3, roughly speaking. If it were to go to that intermediate target between 0.4 and 0.7, that's where most of the action happens in the euphoria territory. That 0.4 is coming in at around 33 cents for HBAR risk level, and 0.7 is coming in at around 44, roughly speaking 42 to 44 cents for HBAR at this moment per the 20-week moving average base estimation. We have a aggregated bull run peak estimation as a aggregation of all the risk-based model, that is the SMA, DCA, and the time-weighted average price model. We'll look at the end of the video. This time-weighted average price model helped identify a bear market accumulation zone where the price was below this blue line, which is the time-weighted average price, which denotes how much how or what time price has spent at some of the key levels, kind of operating as a line in sand, where the price action in the bear market, if it falls below that time weighted average price, and with the hypothesis that the underlying asset, that is the HBAR token, having a meaningful presence in the next bull run, accumulating below the time weighted average price in the depths of the bear market, not the worst idea. This model might come in handy mid to late 2026 during the bear market accumulation season, like it came in handy back in April 2022, that is mid year of that bear market. So right now the time weighted average price is in an upswing, coming in at around 12 cents. Right now the time weighted average price based risk is at around 55%. It's not at as elevated as it was back in March 2021 or December 2024. But it is definitely away from its lows that it made in June-July territory, where the time-weighted average price risk was only 12%. All in all, the estimated bull run peak based on the risk-based model, not the machine learning or regression-based model, the HBAR estimated bull run peak as a confluence of all the three model, the daily regression model, the time-weighted average price model, the SMA model, is at around 91 cents. That's because the weighted risk is at around 25% or 1/4 right now. The latest price is at around 24 cents. This is about a 3 and a 3.8x reward from the current price of about 24 cents. And with that, I would like to conclude. Hope you enjoyed the content. The key levels to watch, again, from the machine learning based journey, is between 60 cents, slightly higher than the previous all-time high. The 90 cents, the 1.618, is the risk based and the Fibonacci based target, the individual risk based model aggregated and the Fibonacci model at 1.618 fib level, and estimated bull run target at around 91 cents. The next area of confluence is the 2 standard deviation, and the 2.618 at around $1.43 for HBAR. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please give a like and subscribe, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.